At the far end of town where the grickle grass grows and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing excepting old crows, is the land of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood, just as long as he could before someone lifted the Lorax away. Who was the Lorax? Why was he here? Why was he lifted and taken away? The old onceler still lives here. Ask him. Let's ask him. He knows. He goes in, power pose. Hands. Good, good. Grab, spin. Grabbing all around. Yes. Now I'll tell you, he says, with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long time ago, way back in the days when the grass was still green and the pond was still wet and the clouds were still clean. I came to this glorious place and I first saw the trees, the truffula trees, the bright-colored tufts of the truffula trees, mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze. Okay. So now we have the beautiful forest as it was, all right? Ready? Trees, places. Okay, come on. And the Lorax said, and under the trees, I saw the brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits, and they played in the shade and ate truffula fruits. And from the rippleless pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish humming while splashing around. And the song of the swomy swans rang out in space as they flew through the air in this glorious place. Because besides trees, of course, there were fantastic animals in this beautiful forest, right? Ready? Here we go. Barbaloots. And the Onceler said, okay, those truffula trees, all my life I'd been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I'd cut them down and make useless clothing. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Oops. Okay. I chopped down a truffula tree. Chop, chop. And with great skillful skill and great speedy speed, I sewed and cut, took the soft tuft, and I sewed my first sneed. Okay? The instant I finished, I heard a gazump. Okay? and I saw creatures pop out of that truffle tree stump. Describe them? I don't know if I can. They were shortish and oldish and yellowish and mossy, and they spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy. Mister, they said with a sawdusty sneeze, we are the Loraxes. We speak for the trees. And we're asking you, sir, at the top of our lungs, what is that thing you've made out of our truffle trees? Look, Loraxes, there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is a sneed. A sneed to find something that everyone needs. It's a shirt. It's a shoe. It's a scarf. It's a hat. A pillow. A sheet. A ball. All of that. The Loraxes said, sir, you are crazy with greed. There's no one on earth who would buy that fool sneed. But just the very next minute, I proved he was wrong, for at that very minute, a chap came along. He thought the sneed I'd made was just great, and he happily bought it for $99.98. I laughed at the Loraxes. You poor, stupid guys. You never know what some people will buy. We repeat, said the Loraxes. We speak for the trees. I rushed to the phone, and in no time at all, I put in a quick call to my families, brothers, uncles, and aunts. Get over here, fast. There's a wonderful chance, okay, for the whole Onceler family to get mighty rich. Good. Power pose. All right, good. Greedy hands. Good. Grab. Spin. Grab all around. Grab. Great. And in no time at all, in the factory we built, a magic machine was working full tilt. Okay, and you go over, magic machine, out. Let's turn the machine on once, please.
Я твой слуга, я твой работник.
Said the Oncelers, then, oh baby, oh, did our business grow. And now chopping trees one tree at a time was too slow. So we invented the super axe hacker, whacking off trees in one powerful smacker. So they began to find ways to cut the whole forest. And here's what it looked like. All right. Okay. Ready? Group one trees. Ready? Go. And team one. So before you know it, most of the forest was down, right? And the Oncelers continued relentlessly. We were making Sneeds 4 times as fast as before. But those Loraxes, they didn't show up anymore. And then, boom, they were at our door. We are the Loraxes. We speak for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But we're also protecting the brown barbaloots who played in the shade in their barbaloot suits and happily lived eating truffle fruits. Now, thanks to your cutting the trees to the ground, there's not enough truffle fruit to go around. And our poor barbaloots are feeling quite crummy because they have no food in their barbaloot tummy. They love living here, but we can't let them stay. They have to find food, and we hope that they may. Good luck, boys. And we see the barbaloots, who are by now starving. Ready, barbaloots? north, south, east, west. We went on biggering, selling more seeds. Or fly. We're sending them off. Where will they go? To escape from the smog that you've smuggered to and fro. Bye-bye, swans. The water was dirty and gooey, and the Loraxes said, what's more, your machine chugs on day and night, making glippity-glop and sloppity-slop. What will you do with the leftover glue? You're glumping the pond where the hummingfish hung. No more can they swim because their gills are all gummed. We're sending them off. They are really bummed. Who saw the poor They can hardly move. And they were stuck together. Bye, boys. Then we got mad. We got terribly mad. We said, look here, Loraxes, we're not just bad. We intend to go on doing just what we do. We're biggering and biggering and biggering, turning more truffle of trees into sneeze, which everyone needs. At that moment, we heard a loud whack of the very last tree, making a sickening sound. Was still for just a minute. The Onceler said, no more trees, no more needs, no more customers, no more needs. Onceler said, my family packed up, aunts, uncles, and cousins. They all waved goodbye, they jumped into my car and drove off over the smog-smuggered stars. And all that was left beneath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Loraxes and I. But the Loraxes said nothing, just gave me a glance. Then they lifted themselves by the seat of their pants. Turn to the audience. There they go. That day, I've sat here and worried away. I've worried about it with all of my heart. So, he took the last truffle of seed. Okay, go down there. And oh, said the Onceler, as he lets something fall. It's a truffle seed. Give it to somebody. Oh, it's a truffle seed. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Okay. Yeah. It's a truffle seed, the last one of all. You're in charge of the last truffle seeds. Truffle trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffle tree. Plant it with care. Give it clean water. Feed it fresh air, right? Grow a new forest. Protect it from axes, okay? And then the Lorax and their friends may just come back. And guys, we're coming out unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot. Nothing's going to be better.